Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be going over the NFL odds to win the AFC North, starting with the Cincinnati Bengals at plus 200. The Bengals have made the postseason 3 years in a row for the first time in franchise history. Yet the two guys given much of the credit for that, Coach Marvin Lewis and quarterback Andy Dalton, are on the hot seat this season. The Bengals still are the most well-rounded team in the division. A.J. Green is perhaps the most unguardable receiver in the NFL other than Calvin Johnson. Cincinnati has a nice running back depth with Giovanni Bernard and Ben Jarvis Green-Ellis and the new draftee Jeremy Hill. The Bengals were number 3 in total defense last year despite a few key injuries on that side of the ball. The other team that we're looking at here is the Baltimore Ravens that bookie set up plus 250. The Ravens clearly suffered from a Super Bowl hangover last year, but that's certainly been known to happen. Flacco got his huge new contract, which forced the Ravens to cut several key players, and he totally regressed. The running game was also a disaster with Ray Rice having his worst season. He's potentially facing a suspension to start 2014 after being arrested for an incident with his fiancée. Baltimore held on to most of its key free agents in this offseason and also added former Panthers receiver Steve Smith, who still appears to have plenty left in the tank. The other team that we're looking at here is the Pittsburgh Steelers at plus 240. It's hard to get a read on this team, and I wonder if Mike Tomlin is going to be in trouble should the Steelers have a third straight non-winning season for the first time since the 69-71 era. The Steelers are very loyal to their coaches, but they also have a standard for excellence. If Roethlisberger plays all 16 games again, which he did last year for the first time since 2008, this team should contend for the division. However, the skill position talent around him is probably no better than average. In some respects, the schedule was kind because the Steelers should open with an easy win as they host Cleveland and close at home against the Bengals that could be for the division. And last but not least, we got Johnny Manziel's Cleveland Browns at plus 600. And this is a transition year with a new coach in Mike Pettine, a hire that really didn't exactly fire up the fan base, a new running back in Ben Tate, and most importantly, a new franchise quarterback, or the team hopes so, in Johnny Manziel. Manziel Hoyer has the worst group of receivers in the NFL with the suspension of Josh Gordon, who led the league in receiving yards in 2013. The offensive line is good, and the secondary should be too with the drafting of Justin Gilbert. Now, no team has ever won the AFC North with just 9 victories, but that's quite possible this year. One key injury to the Bengals, Ravens, or Steelers could change everything. They're all bunched together fairly close, but Cincinnati is the choice for now. For SBR Forums The Vig, this is Dax Floyd.